Let's get nuts.
Time to get nuts with all these trailers. Holy crap, guys. What's happening? Welcome to Film Junkee Live. It's Wednesday, the 5th of February. That's right. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Thank you for, of course, clicking into the show. Always great when everybody's having fun. And let's talk some movie stuff. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Do all that. And if you want to become a member and support the channel, then become a member. We do a members-only stream after every Wednesday stream, so you could do that. Or you can support the Patreon, whatever you want to do. Help out the pirate ship, you know? Who's out there, huh? Let's see what is happening out there. We got Game City Saver. Hey, Dave, how does one watch your member stream? I hope it's not with money, because I won't spend money on YouTube. And how often do you do those streams become public? Well, Game City Savior, it is a membership, and it's, you know, for people who want to support the channel. So yeah, there is a little membership fee for the members. So you don't have to, it's fine, and they don't become public. That's why they say exclusively to the members of the membership. But okay. Thanks for asking, though. It's like $2. There you go. Versus Seed, thank you for explaining. Great. Cloned Avenger. I think Superman looks the best out of the bunch. Might be a little biased since I prefer Superman DC. F4 looks good, but the trailer did not get me as hyped as Superman did. Okay, interesting. Like I said, bring out your opinions, guys. I mean, I ran a poll, which I'll bring up. I ran a poll on my Twitter and also my YouTube to kind of like gauge everybody's, at least people who follow me, gauge the reaction. And I know there's going to be always a little lean to the bias of the fact that, I do cover DC news and I'm hyped for Superman. So there's always going to be a little bit of that. But I hope that there's people that, just be truthful. And what are you hyped for? So we'll see those results to those polls. So roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. That's right, Jose. Jose Garcia, good to see you. We got Naval right here. Mr. Film Junkee, can't wait for Superman. Out of these three films, which film are you excited for? I think it's pretty obvious that out of the three, I'm most excited for Superman. And, so naturally it's going to be that. But I'm going to see all three, of course. And ahoy, hoy, Mr. Jason McKenzie, always helping out that pirate ship. $50 super chat. You are awesome, sir. Thank you. Cheers. It's Wine Wednesday, so got me some wine. Cheers, guys. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. Appreciate it, sir. Always great. We got hard-boiled Mr. Eric right here. Three big movies that close together. Which ones will move? Which ones will stay? Place your bets. Seemingly, like now, like if one of them would have moved, probably would have already happened. My bets would have been Fantastic Four because of the more VFX heavy than maybe not than Superman. Who knows? But Superman got such a big head start. Superman was already wrapped production when Fantastic Four went into production. We'll talk about that too. Jurassic Park, not as much VFX, of course, with all the creatures and other things too, but not nearly going to be as many VFX shot as two superhero properties. But I don't know. I'm hoping they all stay now. Will World. To be honest, I don't see any of these. I don't want to see any of these movies. All right. What the heck? It's summer blockbuster season. What are we doing here? My dad spent $20 on eggs today. Things are going well. Oh yeah, you gotta love the eggs thing, right? Go to a Whole Foods market. Okay, like a Sprouts or a Whole Foods. They have their own like egg dealers, so they can actually mark it down. Little tip. Hi, Axel. Little tip for anybody about, when it comes to eggs. I go to Sprouts and I get 18 pack for $7. And these are like the brown eggs, the pasture-raised eggs. These aren't just like the standards either. So Whole Foods, they are luckily they have not marked up the eggs. A little tip right there for you. What's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? Good to see you. Lane, hello. Hope you're doing great. A minute of silence for Super L. Going to be an FF and the Smurfs. See, I can't take you seriously because you're so biased, Lane. You actually think the Smurfs are going to do better than Superman? Yikes. See, I can't take you seriously. I can't. JD McRae, what's going on? Good to see ya. We got Music Man right here as well. And then we got Ninja Gamer. Got to disagree with Tyler Hecklin right here. Thank you for correcting me. Appreciate that, Ninja Gamer. I appreciate that, Ninja Gamer. Not being good Batman casting. I've literally always thought he looked more Batman than Superman, and was bad Superman casting. I'd be down. Okay, cool. It's not going to happen, and I'm just saying, why have somebody who's played Superman also play Batman? I mean, let's give an opportunity to another actor. Give an opportunity to another actor. I mean, Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, they were great Superman and Batman, so, But Tyler Hoechlin, geez. Jose, what's happening? Good to see you. What up, people? Lane thinks the Smurfs will do. Yeah, exactly. You can't take it seriously. You just can't. You can't. Just like I can't take a lot of people seriously when it comes to a lot of this stuff. It's just to the point where I'm like, man, what happened? What happened to people? Why did it get so tribal? I can't. It's just crazy. But, what can you do? It's fine. Yeah, there's a new Smurfs movie. They have a teaser to the trailer. Remember when doing a teaser to the trailer was a bad thing, only when DC does it? But yeah, there was a teaser to the trailer. I watched Smurfs when I was a little kid, but I have no idea. I don't care. I really don't care. We got Connor. Just got my Marvel vs. DC amalgam omnibus. Can't wait to read it. There you go. Sweet. Good to see you. Let's see what else. Who else we got here? Anybody else who's new here? Yeah. Let them know. You can get an 18-pack for $7, and they're good quality eggs, the brown eggs, which I think are better. I think they're better. What's going on, Joshua Foster? What's up, Film Junkie? I love your reviews. I wish you would do a review together with... Hey, I would love to have Jeremy Johns show up on the Vodka stream. I know he likes to have himself a pop or two. If I could somehow get in contact with him, but he doesn't do anything like that. He doesn't do collaborations. I respect Jeremy Johns for just doing the thing that he just does. And I know he does other things too, but at the same time, he's just been doing the same thing, kept the same intro, same rating system. He doesn't change anything. The only thing that's changed is the facial hair and his hair, that's it. His look has changed a little bit, but other than that, he's kept the same vibe, kept the same everything for over 10 years and probably 12, 15 years at this point. Love that guy, so. We got Stephanie T here. Great to see you. Always great to see you. We got Ryan Anderson. Not sure you saw the cap. Cap isn't getting it. Yeah, I saw that. Saw that too. And we're gonna show a clip too. Also, we're gonna start off the tweets with something. What's going on? Shamagic Jurassic Park franchise is turning into Fast and Furious franchise. There you go. Gojo, a new Jurassic World. Rebirth, dinosaur is a cave troll from Lord of the Rings. I gotta love it. Woo! Oh, you guys are coming in hot. Coming in fun. That's what I love to see. And make sure you guys, of course, subscribe to the channel, do all of that. And yeah, like I said, we'll have the members only stream after this where you can pick my brain a little bit more. A little more personal. And then, of course... we have DC Fanimated, which I said, like I told you guys, Scott and I are talking about Batman Beyond episodes now. We've gotten to Batman Beyond. So hopefully you guys have had a good couple of days. And let's start it off. Let's start it off right here. Captain America, Brave New World. They released a clip. Guys. And, I'm going to see the movie. Am I hyped for it? Not necessarily. Curious, sure. I can already tell that, they're selling, the marketing has been strictly about Red Hulk. It's Captain America versus Red Hulk, and it's Harrison Ford. Look at Harrison Ford. He's the Red Hulk, and it's probably going to be the last 8 minutes of the movie, or it's going to be just 8 minutes. It's not going to be that much screen time, but they are doing heavily marketing that. And of course, they've heard about all the reshoots, all the everything. So, hey guys, let's watch their exclusive clip that they released. Marvel Studios is going to be okay with this, right? Okay, I don't really care. Check this out. Oh boy, let's break down this game footage. Oh, we got a fight scene in a church. All right, cool.
Not that hard. I heard your rib go. You need a minute?
I heard your rib go. I'm hurting. Okay, something tells me that the suit has not been retrofitted with some vibranium. Oh, look at that. We got a... Oh, wow. Oh, ouch. Okay. We got, what's his name? That was a little wonky landing, but it's fine. He did the no-look. Oh, no, he's going to dance. Yeah.
Nobody saw that.
Nobody saw that. Yes, you're in a vacant forest. Why would anybody see that? Anyways. Oh, he got stabbed. Oh, he got stabbed. Okay, so that suit is definitely not... Okay. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, he got him. After all that, he got him. Oh, ouch. Got him.
That's what I thought.
That's what he thought. That's what he thought there, guys. And I thought Sony was not producing these movies anymore after Craven. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's just not that great. That's not that great. I mean, seriously, I don't even remember what the other character's name is, who's like the new Falcon or whatever. I mean, he shows up, and of course they do the no look. Yeah, we got that, which is fine. It's fine. But then he's like, yeah, nobody saw that. Why put that line in there? It's like you're literally just like showing up. You thought the character was like had an audience to kick ass? Like that's such a shoot in line, and like we got to make something funny. Say like make him start dancing, make him start doing a victory dance, and then he's like, oh, nobody saw that. Like what the fuck? That's the worst part of it. That was the worst part of it. In my opinion, I'm like, okay, so yeah, the fighting doesn't look good. He's getting his ass kicked, and I don't know. Yikes. Remember Captain America Winter Soldier? Remember those fight sequences? Jesus Christ, those were intense. Holy crap. I need a drink after that one. But there you go, guys. Yeah, there you go. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, right? Jesus Christ. Woo, all right. Well, moving along. We got a new popcorn bucket. That's right, guys. Another popcorn bucket has made its way out here, and this is kind of a creepy, adorable popcorn bucket. This one is for the monkey. Look at that. Then we got the monkey. Monkey has a popcorn bucket, which is just a drum that he's, of course, straddling, and then right there. So, not too bad. I like it. Hey, popcorn buckets, they're a thing now. And I'm looking forward to the monkey. Should be interesting. Both trailers, I'm like, yep. And then, yes, guys, we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four. Obviously, with the trailers, we're gonna talk about that trailer. But can we just take a moment? Can we take a moment and just Miss Kirby, who's playing, of course, Sue Storm, and it's just like, they, when they had the whole premiere thing and everything like that, well, let's just say she was looking goddamn good. Holy shit, man. That was quite a dress that she was wearing. And yeah, she was just gorgeous. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. Holy crap. There you go. Take a minute. Anybody out there? Just take a minute. It's great. Oof. We're good. All right. Good thing the camera angle's from there up, so... Yeah, pretty hot. She was looking pretty good in that dress right there. That's for damn sure. They had the whole, of course, the cast and everything. I didn't even watch any of that. But, it's cool that they did that. It was too early. It was too early in the morning. I didn't watch any clips either. Yeah, she's freaking hot. What's going on, Robin? Good to see you. Just so, I know, when I saw that image on my feed, I was like, whew. I'm like, that, yeah, you made me a fan. I mean, I've always been a fan, but just that dress was just, wow. All right, enough of that. No, let's just do the whole movie, or a whole stream with that. Anyways, okay. Guys, I need something. We gotta track this down. We got a coffee mug design that I need like people to track down. I'm sure it's somewhere. I haven't bothered to look. I just saw it again on my feed, and I was like, I need this coffee mug. It's so awesome. Check out this coffee mug. What the F? That is so freaking awesome right there. Are you kidding me? The T1000, when he gets his eye blown out, and it's the handle, and then you turn it around, it says Cyberdyne Systems. What? Give me this. I need this. Please tell me that this is not just some concept AI thing. Please tell me this thing actually freaking exists. Oh my God. That's so cool. Yeah, I need that. I need that right now. So if you guys find where that is, by all means, send me a message. DMs are open. Send me a message. It's so freaking cool. Christopher Nolan is, of course, got the Odyssey going on. Filming has begun. Production has begun. Obviously, we're like getting like information. We're still getting like who's going to be part of the cast. Going to be a huge cast. This is probably going to be Christopher Nolan's biggest film, I think. Possibly could be. And of course, Matt Damon is the star, one of the stars at least, when it comes to the Odyssey. And he finally, in an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, acknowledged that he's going to be in Christopher Nolan's new film, The Odyssey. And the way he responds, well, it's perfect. I literally have an Odyssey in front of me. He answered with a dad joke. A dad joke. I mean, come on. A dad joke. That quote was a dad joke. Of course, there's more, but I just thought it was funny. That's literally you're in Christopher Nolan film, probably his biggest film. You might end up getting a nomination, and he's just like, I literally have an Odyssey in front of me. Right, kids? Okay. It's like, I love that. Good on Matt Damon. And yes, guys, I'm trying to, of course, I'm probably not going to watch all of the Best Picture nominated movies. I always try to. I am now 3 down. I have three. Obviously, I saw Dune Part 2 like 4 times. And then, of course, I saw The Substance, and that was one of my favorite movies of last year. And now I'm 4 down, I should say, because I saw Emilia Perez, that movie. But I finally watched Anora. I watched Anora last night, guys. Put it on, and I was like, okay, I've been hearing great things, and definitely wanted to watch Anora. And Mikey Madsen, oh my God, she's fantastic in it. I will say, though, a little bit overrated. Still enjoyed it, but for some reason, I think I had it in my head that maybe it was going to be a little bit more uncut gems. I don't know, like a little bit more crazier. Like, it's still crazy, but it just, I don't know. Maybe I just had it in my head that it was going to be a lot crazier than it actually was. I mean, when you watch it, I mean, the first act is entirely like, there's a stripper, starts off the strip joint, you see you see all that, and they meet, of course, Ivan, the young kid. Of course, at the end of the movie, you want to, like, beat the shit out of him because he sucks. And then, of course, the second act is when shit starts going down. You start realizing, okay, they have to get this marriage like annulled or divorced or whatever the hell, and there's that whole portion of it. And then of course it just kind of slows down in the third act, and it's like, okay, we got to take care of this whole thing. And there's some scenes that drag on for a little too long, especially the last scene is kind of awkward, and then it just kind of drags, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, and then it just ends, and I was like, all right, great performance by Mikey, but for the most part, I was like, you know what? It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I think I just had it in my head it was going to be more uncut gems, like, where I was going to literally be like, what the fuck? It's going to be like super intense, which, at times it was. Still a good movie. Don't worry. I was a little, I was like, okay. I thought it was going to be a little bit more, but, no big deal. Still really liked it. I enjoyed Anora more than Emilia. Sounds like I was just at a strip club, am I right? All right. What else we got? Have you guys seen what Justin Bieber is looking like lately? Have you seen that? It's kind of scary, you know, with all the P. Diddy stuff. I mean, let's face it. It's so funny because I can remember back in my cable days, when I was a cable guy, I remember one particular house. I mean, it always stuck out because it was fucking insane. I went to this one house. It was up in the hills of the town that I grew up in. It was up in the hills, so obviously it's a bigger house. You know, the family very much well off. And of course, I had to fix the cable, and I had to go into their daughter's room. And of course, guess what I was met with when I had to go into the daughter's room? It was like a shrine to Justin Bieber. Just cutouts, posters all over the place. And this is back in 2009, something like that. And of course, you know, after everything that's like been coming about, have you seen like what he looks like right now? This is a recent paparazzi picture. I'm not sure what's going on right here. I mean, it's almost like maybe he's trolling and he's just doing it on purpose, but the dude is not looking pretty good. I mean, first off, he's wearing clothes that are like 4 times his size and pants falling down. He's looking pretty haggard right there. And it's just not, it's not looking good. It's really not looking too good right there, so. Not looking too good right there. And then I'm just kind of going like, oh yeah, you know. The industry and P. Diddy fucked this guy up, man. God knows what the hell trauma he went through. God knows. And I think like maybe with the recent like P. Diddy stuff, it's just like, whoo. It's pretty nuts. Anyone know where I can get a shock collar? Okay, Axel, how about you save some of those questions for Google and not keep that out of the chat. All right? That's all. Just saying. Okay. And then, yes, guys, I know, like, on Monday's show, I wasn't sure, like, if I was going to actually be, because I thought, okay, maybe I'll talk more about the Emilia Perez stuff, which I'm going to. But the Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds things, well, okay, I'm not going to talk about it right on this show. I'm not going to talk about it right now because there's still things that are just coming about. This whole thing's going to get dragged on for another freaking year. I've already talked a little bit about it, but I'm like, all the details, it's just so much crap that's happening right now. And apparently now the newest thing, Blake Lively sued for defamation of crisis PR firm in It Ends With Us feud. So that's the latest thing that's come about, and I'm just like, God, there's so much to go over. I could probably dedicate an entire stream on everything that's happened when it comes to this whole thing. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to do it tonight. I will say this, though, guys. If you're on, I don't know, YouTube, TikTok, whatever the hell, type in Ryan Reynolds meets fans, paparazzi. Just type in that. See what happens. See what you uncover. See what people pointed out when it came to Ryan Reynolds signing autographs for fans and what they were holding and everything like that. And yeah, just do that. Just go down that rabbit hole. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. Moving on. Ben Affleck, that's right. Ben Affleck, he's got his next movie that's going to be that he's going to be directing, and that's right. The Snyderverse has been restored, and it's going to be make the Ben Affleck movie or the Batfleck movie. No, it's not. Ben Affleck finally is getting his kidnapping thriller Animals. It's back on deck. It's going to be on Netflix, and of course, he's going to be directing, and he's also found a star to replace Matt Damon in the lead role himself. So Matt Damon was actually going to be starring in it, but he's like, all right, I'll star instead. And then Gillian Anderson, that's right, is going to be co-starring in this movie. So good stuff. So looking forward to Ben Affleck's new movie right there. Yes, naturally. Dude's a talented filmmaker. Definitely looking forward to that. So Yeah, we got the account. Yeah, good to see you, Indiana Jake. Accountant 2 is going to be coming out this year as well. So, all right, that's all the tweets right there. It's all the tweets. July, baby. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to July. I don't care what anybody says. I'm excited. I don't know. There's something. I don't know. 2025. I don't know. I'm feeling amped. I'm feeling amped this year, guys. I'm feeling amped about the summer blockbuster season. You know, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning is obviously my top choice when it comes to the movie I'm looking forward to. But obviously that's coming out, I think, before July. But July is stacked. And now we got, you know, of course, 3 big movies that are coming out. And it's kind of interesting because these are 3 movies that really, like, when it comes to the franchises that they're a part of, it's big for each franchise if you think about it. I mean, obviously, Superman is trying to really launch the new DCU in DC Studios. Fantastic Four, let's face it, Marvel Studios has kind of been struggling. It's, you know, of course, they're still big. They're still everything. But, you know, the past few years, you know, with COVID and everything and the whole multiverse saga has been a little rocky in all the shows and everything. Been a little rocky for Marvel Studios. So Fantastic Four really needs to be a hit. And then, of course, you have Jurassic World Rebirth trying to reinvigorate the Jurassic World franchise, which is interesting because Jurassic World Dominion came out, 3-4 years ago? Not even that long ago. And it was like basically going, hey, we're wrapping up this whole thing in a nice little bow. And it made $1 billion, but it wasn't that well received. And do you guys really remember a lot of things that happened with it? I saw it once. I was disappointed. There was good things. It was great to see some of the people that were, you know, Jeff Goldblum with the others. I can't even remember their names at the top of my head. But yeah, it was kind of cool to see the OG cast with the new cast, but it just didn't quite work. You know? So, according to Twitter and according to the whole lingo that people like to use nowadays when it comes to internet lingo or social media lingo, the Fantastic Four trailer cooked. So that means, according to these people as well, Superman is cooked. Okay? Use cooked twice, but one means good, the other means bad. If you put is in front of it, that means it's going to be demolished. So one cooked while the other one is cooked. All right. I'm just trying to keep up. I'm the guy out of touch. I don't know, like every time, it seems like every week there's like new internet lingo, and cooked is one thing. I always thought like, oh, Dad, they're cooking. And I was like, okay, I always thought that's a good thing. But then if you put is in front of cooked, oh, they're done. They're done. Totally done. So, I'm just like, all right. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's go ahead and look at all this. And first off, you guys saw my trailer reaction to Fantastic Four. I posted that. I posted my Fantastic Four trailer reaction, and I will be honest, slightly underwhelmed. Slightly, because I don't know. I think, you know, okay, so when it comes to, okay, first off, out of the three trailers that for the July release dates for what's going to be happening, obviously, like Superman, for some reason, and I'm just, you know, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, well, first off, like for me, the Superman trailer got me the most hyped, and then I went down the trailer reaction rabbit hole, and I was just kind of like, cool, you know, and I'm like, hey, it just seems like a lot of people are more excited for it, because I think it's just because people have been craving a new Superman movie, and I don't know, the trailer, the way it was cut, most of it wasn't a perfect trailer, but for some reason it just felt like, yeah, it felt epic to me. And when it came to the other two trailers, it wasn't like, specifically when it comes to the Fantastic Four trailer, like I was like, oh, that's cool. That looks cool. I like the aesthetic. I'm liking all this kind of stuff. And we're going to break it down and look at it again. You know, I think what's partly why I'm just kind of like, Nothing against Pedro Pascal, but I still am just kind of going, about him as Reed Richards. You know? I mean, it's to the point where it's like, you couldn't even have him shave his mustache and goatee. You still had to keep the Pedro Pascal look. Is that like part of his contract agreement now? Pedro Pascal cannot get rid of his facial hair now? Is that written in every contract that he signs? Like, he just cannot be clean shaven? Because I even saw people post, like, what if he was just clean shaven? And of course, they digitally removed it. I'm like, yeah, for some reason, that would actually make it better. I don't know. It was kind of interesting. I don't know. Anyways, that's just, it's just one of the things. And I think I didn't really come around fully when nothing against Pedro Pascal, and I'm perfectly okay with it. But I'm like, I think that's always, I just never have been around that casting. All right, let's go ahead and start breaking. Let's start looking at this little bit here. See, I mean, I like the aesthetic, you know, but at the same time, there's still kind of like that Marvel Studios kind of color grade. That kind of just like, man, I mean, there's this, I don't know. This is why I do kind of appreciate the Superman, even though the color grade is, you know, still like in some scenes it looks a little off. There, at least there's something with the color grade is trying to make like those colors, those retro colors pop a little bit. I don't know.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday.
It's like they're, they look fine.
On the dot,
it's fine.
No matter what, we're all here.
I do like this Marvel Studios logo. I don't know why. I just like the this retro Marvel Studios logo. The building looks great. Building looks great.
How's that sauce coming?
Okay. So how are we feeling about the thing? So I ran I asked people on Twitter. Like, how are they feeling about the design of the thing? Well, first off, they ripped it straight out of Jack Kirby. I mean, this is exactly what he designed, what it looks like in those books, those Kirby books, and everything. So 100% great, fine, cool. I know some people were saying the VFX look off. Yeah, I'm like,
The judge of that.
I think the VFX look pretty. They look fine. I just don't know about his voice. Quite yet.
Okay.
I don't know about the voice. Voice kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Okay, is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic.
So I don't know, just the voice. I got to get used to the voice.
Because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
But Herbie looks good. I like Herbie looks great. So we got the big chalkboard. So one of the things about this trailer that I think some people also pointed out too, first off, over here you could see the 4 suits right here. Now naturally we're going to be, it's present day, it's where they're at currently, but of course they're going to be flashing back to what happened, their accident and everything like that. So, and then a lot of people were wondering too, and I even thought about it as well. And see, this is what I kind of worried about when it came to Fantastic Four, the fact that, there's not enough time to do the VFX. Are we thinking that we're going to see this scene in the actual movie and his arm is going to be extended, or we're going to see something in that vein? We don't see anything of Reed Richards doing any of his stretchy stuff, and we can only pretty much assume that the VFX aren't quite finished yet because, again, this movie, like I said, Superman was already done filming and already in post-production, while he was starting to kick into gear, so there's going to be a lot of VFX stuff, So, of course, there's Ben Grimm right there, and there they are right there, which going to be interesting of where they place the flashback and to see what happened. Is it going to be at the beginning? Are they going to just acknowledge it and talk about it?
The first time, you couldn't turn invisible.
Couldn't turn invisible, and that's when that happens, so that's part of it. Cool little scene right there. That's a cool shot. That's a very comic book shot right there. I really like that shot. And of course, that's the Thing right there in his trench coat.
Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking he is.
That's a good shot. I like that with his reflection right there.
And Johnny never caught fire.
And Johnny never there. And then, of course, there's what's his name, who's going to be like, hey, flame on. Ben has always been a rock. It's a good line.
Johnny is.
Johnny. Of course, he's just goofing off. And I think Mr. Joseph Quinn is going to be a great Johnny. Not too fond of the hair, though. The hair looks ridiculous. But hey, it's fine. Okay, this is... okay, why do they do this in trailers sometimes? Okay. See this shot right here? She does that. She does her, you know, her whole force field thing, right? So they show her doing that, and then they cut to her like that. So it's just like, it's jarring. Like, why would you cut something like that where it's like, she's like this, and then all of a sudden she's like in a different position? It just kind of throws me off.
Right here. Whatever.
That's a cool shot right there of Johnny going up into basically space. That's cool. I also like this shot. There's, of course, the fantastic car, which looks pretty sleek and sexy. Yeah, that's right. We got both of them. We got Thing running. We got Johnny flying. And then, of course, we got John Malkovich. John Malkovich, which we don't even know exactly who he is. I mean, of course, there's always going to be theories out there. But yeah, I totally forgot like what people were saying, like who he probably is. And there he is, good old Galactus. Remember when he was a big, huge cloud that was just sucking up planets? Not anymore. He's here. And there he is. And then, of course, we have the group shot, which looks good. I like it. I like the group shot. The costumes, like I said, the retro and everything looks good. Some people, like when I was asking about what the Thing looked like, they were wishing that the Thing looked more like the Hulk and bigger. But I'm actually okay with him not being huge. I mean, they tried that in the 2015 version where they made him all huge and whatever the hell. So, yeah. Yeah, and then the score sounds good. Sounds kind of similar to like the Loki score somewhat, but yeah, like I said, overall, good trailer, good tease, decent and everything like that. Yeah, I think like my problems with it is like I'm still just not completely sold on Pedro Pascal. I'm like, he's everywhere. And it's like they couldn't even shave his mustache. It's like in his claws. It's like he's got a claws for his mustache. But, you know, it's fine. And then I had to get used to the Thing's voice, that one dude's voice. I haven't really seen him in too much. But, yeah, I mean, still not a bad trailer, but it just felt like it, you know, people were hyped for it, people were excited. But again, it was like, okay. Didn't feel as much as I did with Superman. It's fine. It's fine. So we got that trailer, and now let's look at Jurassic World Rebirth. All right, here we go. Now let's go to present day, and now we got Jurassic World. All right, let's kind of go through this one. I'm sure you guys watched it already, but here we go. Okay, right off the bat, homage to the first Jurassic Park. We have that banner. We have the T-Rex skeleton right there. So naturally, we already got like, oh, there's something familiar right there.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett.
And of course, hey, there's Scarlett Johansson. Don't mind looking at her.
Mission specialist. Sorry, what mission?
You know what's funny? Do we suspect that any of these guys... Theory time. Do we suspect like maybe any of these guys, these two? Remember the kid that Alan Grant like scared the shit out of when he had like the raptor nail? Do we suspect that maybe one of these dudes might be that kid grown up? Anything? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just saying. Like there's like and I'm not the only one that said this theory, but I mean, what are the chances like that kid like is one of these guys? I don't know. I doubt it's that. I would say it's more of this guy than anybody. I don't know. That guy looks more like maybe that it was possibly that kid that Alan Grant literally scared the living shit out of and probably was traumatized, went through years of therapy.
Sorry, what mission? This would be a
okay, familiar.
Medical breakthrough that could save countless.
Again, the best part of this trailer, the cinematography looks pretty goddamn excellent.
Lives. that it comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my god.
So we finally got dinosaurs, and those tails are something else, man.
For us, all
I don't even know the names of these dinosaurs, so don't even.
one isolated-
But see, look at that. I mean, the cinematography. I mean, it's Gareth Edwards. Let's just say that right there. Cinematography looking
place.
fantastic.
Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
Okay. Keep going. We got, of course, Mahershala Ali right there. He's going to be like that gun for hire kind of type.
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
We look towards Barbados, avoid government control, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
Who is that? Oh, let's go back. Hold on. That almost looked like, what's his name? He's not in this movie. Is that Ed Skrein? That almost looks like Ed Skrein. Is Ed Skrein in this movie? All right. I don't think it is. Maybe? No. Is it?
For the original Jurassic.
Okay, so basically, it's basically setting up, yeah, it almost looks like Francis, right? I was like, is that him? Is he in this? It is him. Oh, shit. I did not know he was in this movie. Well, fucking hell. There you go. Ed Skrein. Maybe I did see that and I just fucking forgot about it. Well, there you go.
Park.
So basically, they're setting up the fact that this island that they're going to is where they actually made the dinosaurs, full on made the dinosaurs, and did a lot of other sketchy shit.
Dinosaurs. Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
Of course you do.
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
Probably. Got some pterodactyls. Oh boy.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Too dangerous for the original park. Interesting, right? And then, of course, little homage too. You know, obviously added aesthetic with the water, but, you know, of course, using that shot right there of seeing that big-ass fucking toenail that a raptor has. But it's going to be like, you know.
The worst of the worst.
And then that, too. That kind of, if you think about Gareth Edwards,
Worst?
that was like very, you know, we're getting to the point of like Godzilla 2014 right here.
We're left here.
What the fuck was that? Xenosaur! It's a Xenosaur! Huh? What the hell? Yeah. Apparently, yeah, they're like, when the people were talking about, I think in the Vanity Fair article, they kind of talked about how, like, this dinosaur right here, this mutated mess of a dinosaur right here is going to be like kind of, they had a xenomorph inspiration to it when it comes to that. So interesting. A new era. Does it feel like a new era? Okay.
We put ourselves in a
Of course, we know that dinosaur. And then, of course, there's Rexy right there, right? Is that good old Rexy right there? Good old Rexy?
In a place we don't
And then, of course, there's that What the fuck? But I'm curious of, like, what exactly... This is probably a flashback right here. This is most likely some kind of flashback that's happening right here. You could see the InGene logo right here. Remember InGene, whatever? You could see a little bit of that logo right there. Oh. Oh. Rexy kind of going for bobbing for humans.
shot.
And then this part right here.
What the hell are those?
They're helping
Oh,
the
buddy.
mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
That line delivery was fucking awful. I'm sorry, but that was come on, that was really bad line delivery right there. Come on.
None of what you just said is good.
Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa! And the familiar, yeah. All right, so there you go. Does it feel like a new era? I think it would feel like a new era if there was a little bit more time in between the other ones. Especially with the other ones kind of just being like, hey, we're bringing the whole gang, everybody. It's going to be basically, we're wrapping this whole thing up. To be honest, I was liking the direction of the dinosaurs roaming the actual mainland. I was looking forward to that. I was like, oh yeah, they can take that approach. They're kind of leading that approach, right? That's what they're kind of going for, is like dinosaurs are going to be now roaming the mainland. And maybe there's going to like lead into some kind of apocalyptic future or something like that. And maybe there's going to be something that's like, nah, we scrapped that whole idea. Now we're just, hey, we're going to go back to the park. We're going to go back to the park. We have a couple new designs and a crazy weird dinosaur. I'm still going to watch it, still intrigued, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like a new era to me. It doesn't really feel like that. It just feels like, okay, we're back here again. So what are we going to mention about when it comes to the Jurassic World movies? I mean, you have to like, are they just going to ignore certain parts of it? Is there going to be, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, you know? And I will not accept any Fallen Kingdom slander on that movie. To be honest, that might be the best out of that Jurassic World trilogy. I was digging some of the concept right there, but it's very much like people look at it like the Last Jedi of the Jurassic World trilogy. But I don't know. I'm still going to see it. You know, you got Scarlett Johansson. You got dinosaurs. You got more of this stuff. Sure, definitely going to see it. Now, when it comes to these trailers and when it comes to, okay, what, you know, everybody's been talking about, you know, oh, you know, we got a big month in July is, you know, what's going to be the best, what's going to do all this, what's going to do all that. You know, a lot of people, of course, you know, obviously me and a lot of people, which I love the people, I love it when people are saying stuff like, oh, I'm going to see all three of them. Good. Have fun at the movies. That's what it's about. Summer blockbuster season, popcorn, you know, and everything like that. But, you know, I was just kind of like I said, I was just kind of gauging everybody's reaction, just kind of looking at everything on, you know, on Twitter and other things like that. Obviously, I ran a poll right now. I ran a poll today. I was like, okay, so after seeing all that, and, you know, naturally, I've tried to be like, hey, let's try to be as unbiased as possible, posting on here and everything. I mean, sometimes I see polls. I think I saw recently a poll from somebody who's actually showed up in my mentions numerous times to troll me. He stopped, but he ran a couple of polls last week to try to prove that people were not excited for Superman. It ended up not working well for him because people essentially did. So here's the poll that I ran, obviously, and here are the results. 48.2% said Superman. Fantastic Four came in at 30%, and then Jurassic World, which I typoed, came in at 21.8%. So at least there's that Twitter poll right there. And then, of course, I did run one on YouTube as well. Let's see this one right here. Let me refresh that page. It's on my other screen, so I'm not going to pull it up right now. But this is 249 votes, 65% Superman, Fantastic Four 21, Jurassic World Rebirth 14%. So that's the polls that I ran right there. So at least like when it comes to that, cool, fine. But yeah, so like I said, the way I was looking at it, I mean, I don't know. There's something, I think people were just craving like a new Superman movie and something when it comes to that. And I don't know, it just felt like there was just something to that. Maybe it's just because I'm a DC boy and I grew up with it, and I'm just kind of going like, all right, after the mess that we've had, I mean, it's just been a mess. It's been a mess. I mean, I think like when it came to 2021 and when the Snyder Cut got released and when all that like finally got released and it was finally done, and then it was like, okay, there's not going to be anything more when it comes to that. And then everything was kind of in shambles, and it was just like, all right, go see it. I don't know. It just seems like there was a lot more hype. So I don't think it's actually in trouble. I don't think Superman's in trouble. Now, when it comes to what movie is going to probably make the most at the box office, I mean, I would not be surprised if Jurassic World Rebirth ends up being the top winner. I would not be surprised because Jurassic World, more of a general audience kind of like, oh shit, another movie with dinosaurs and people running away. All for that. Again, even though Jurassic World Dominion didn't really like, people were just kind of like, okay. It still made $1 billion, okay? Fantastic Four, yeah, people know who Fantastic Four are, but, and this is one of the things I was thinking about too, guys. Do you think that Marvel Studios, just as an act of like, almost like a desperation of like, maybe the tracking numbers aren't quite where we want them to be because people are just like, Fantastic Four, fine. Do you think that if there is, and there's supposed to be, an appearance from Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom, do you think they slide that into the trailer to try to people be like, it's him? Do you think that they would do that just to help that out? I don't know. That's what I'm kind of wondering. I'm kind of wondering about that. Kind of wondering. But I guess we'll see. Just to like help it out a little bit. I don't know. The hypocrisy is crazy, like when I see on the timeline. Obviously, because I saw people, of course, who just want Superman to die a fiery death. Or they were making it sound like Fantastic Four is like the ultimate like Marvel product, and I'm like, well, it's not quite. It's up there. I mean, I think like if it was like the first X-Men movie, it would probably get more hype than a Fantastic Four movie. I'm just saying. But yeah, like I said, the Fantastic Four trailer cooked and Superman is cooked. I've seen. And I'm just kind of going like, nah. I think all of them are going to do well. I don't think either one of these movies are going to bomb. I don't think any one of these movies are going to bomb. I think, but if I had to bet money on which one was going to do the best, I would actually bet it on Jurassic World, even though I'm not as hyped for it. I just think that it's more of a general audience bag. Like it's a more of a general audience movie, or something. And it's coming out 4th of July weekend. So I think that one's actually going to do the best. Now, when it comes to Fantastic Four or Superman, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. Because, again, they still have, Fantastic Four still has Marvel Studios behind it, And, how many Snyder fans are now MCU fans? It's absolutely crazy, I remember back a few years ago, fuck, man, a lot of Snyder fans were not MCU fans. They are MCU fans now. It's just the way it is, so I get it. But it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see but I don't think any one of these movies are actually in trouble. Superman's not in trouble. Fantastic Four is not in trouble. Jurassic World is not in trouble. I would bet on Jurassic World being the one that makes the most. And if I had to pick one that would actually move, I still would say if one of them did actually end up moving, it would be Fantastic Four. And I'd be okay with that. I've said this before, because if they were going to make VFX artists work fucking 23 hours a day to get this movie completed by July, I say fuck that and move it to November, so then we can not have weird little wonky fucking VFX shots, and I actually want to see a good movie. So I would not be, and it has nothing to do with anything else, I would just be like, yeah, if you need to have more time, Marvel Studios, by all means, push it, by all means, but I don't hope they do that. I hope everything's good to go and ready to go, because I'm looking forward to the month of July. It's just, there's a vibe. There's a vibe I'm feeling, I had somebody in my mentions that was very upset that I used the term super Jurassic, because, well, this is somebody who wants Superman to burn in hell as well. But they didn't like that. I was like, it was a stupid name. It's not going to actually be the actual name for all this. But so we'll see what happens. Yes, I know, Lane, you're a diehard Fantastic Four fan now. You probably got all the books, everything. You've been a fan since you were a kid, right? Diehard, more of a Fantastic Four fan than a Superman fan, I imagine. 100%. You were like, go Kevin Feige. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Disney. Yeah. Marvel. Yeah. They know what they're doing. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. All right, moving along. Oh my God, Emilia Perez. This disaster of a movie. It's so bad, guys. Let's do a little recap. First off, Emilia Perez, obviously, when it got nominated for 13 Oscars, everybody was like, what the actual F is going on here? And people were like, this movie? This Netflix movie? And, you know, clips were going around, and the fact that it's like the musical stuff and everything. And, you know, and people were just like, especially people who, you know, are Mexican, were kind of going, what the fuck? What are we doing here? And people were like, wait a minute, we got this French director who doesn't even know Mexican culture, and then the stars aren't even full-on Mexican, and what's going on here? It's just a lot of already drama from the get-go. And yeah, I watched it. You guys saw my first reaction and talked about it. I was like, yeah, this movie is bad. So recap, obviously, when it comes to the star, Carla Sofia Gascon, she, she was speaking her mind on Twitter, social media, and everything like that. And I'm going to bring these up again because, well, I mean, first off, I just the two tweets that I thought were like the funniest. I mean, obviously there was a lot of other stuff where like, people are saying she's racist, xenophobic, and all this kind of stuff. But the main one, first off, I thought this was funny because you guys know I'm not a big Selena Gomez fan. I think she's severely overrated, and I don't even get why people think she's just like this huge talent. But of course, she shat on Selena Gomez, and this was in 2022, by the way. This was like not even like, this is like 2.5 years ago. She's a rich rat who plays the poor bastard whenever she can and will never stop bothering her ex-boyfriend and his wife. Ex-boyfriend, of course, being Justin Bieber, who, of course, not looking too good nowadays. And then, of course, there was this one right here, which was like the final nail in the coffin for everyone. This is the same old story, black slaves and women in the kitchen. But it is my opinion, and it must be respected. I do not understand so much World War against Hitler. He simply had his opinion on the Jews. Well, that's how the world goes. She defended Hitler. Oh. That's exactly what she did right there. And of course, when Netflix read that, that's how they were feeling over at Netflix. So there was that whole thing, and then of course it just became disaster after disaster after disaster after disaster, and then yeah, there's been so many different things, and now we have a list. So just to catch you guys up with everything, so she actually obviously deleted her Twitter and said that, oh no, this is just a whole slam thing, and they're trying to set me up, and basically trying to deny that any of this existed and say like, yeah, they're trying to pull things. She said like 10 to 20 years of like stuff. And it's like, these tweets are not even 4 years old. It's ridiculous. The fact that how they're trying, the PR stuff that they're trying to do when it comes to her, not good. And then of course she did an hour-long interview and talking about the FOS. And here's some bullet points right here. This is from Hollywood Reporter, and Discussing Film actually put the bullet points right here. It says, she set up the interview herself without anyone involved with Emilia Perez or Netflix. Suggests that some posts, including the one calling Selena Gomez a rich rat, were fabricated as a targeted campaign against her. So it was fabricated. Somebody make that screenshot? Doesn't seem like it. Says she goes out of her way to avoid harming anyone. Well, good for you. Guys, Carla goes out of her way to not harm others. Well, thank God. I don't know about you guys. I do the same thing. Do you guys do that too? I go out of my way to not harm others. When I have a spider in my house, I put a little glass on it so as not to kill it and take it out to the street. What a saint! She doesn't kill spiders. Okay, that's where I draw the line. I see a spider, I'm just like, fuck. I'm getting a blowtorch out, especially how big it is. I'm killing that spawn of Satan. But she goes out of her way to set a spider free. Says she will not renounce her Oscar nomination because what I have done is a job and what is being valued is my acting work. and because I have not committed any crime, nor have I harmed anyone. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. She's a saint. She's an absolute saint. Update when it comes to her, because guess what? There's an Oscar campaign that they have to do. So, and then there's events and there's more awards and all this kind of stuff. Netflix has completely disconnected from her. They will not pay for any of her travel or any of her accommodations. They've just kind of severed connections. But at the same time, the other people involved still have to go and do Q&As and all that stuff. And of course, Zoe Saldana was like, I do not agree. And blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. I mean, did anybody not know about any of this stuff? It was all public. That's what's so crazy about it. I don't know. It's all just this whole movie just should not have fucking exist, especially if you've seen it. My God, I wish it didn't exist. I wish I can get it out of my head. And like I said, it could have been a good movie just with the initial story of it. And, you know, it wasn't like fully terrible with the musical stuff, and just some of the bad acting was really bad. But, you know, Zoe Saldana, she got a Golden Globe somehow. And then we have this right here. Emilia Perez, director, I don't even want to even attempt to say his name, he's French, responds to criticism about how Mexico is represented in the film. What shocked me is that either people haven't seen the film properly, what the fuck does that mean, or they haven't seen it at all and are acting in bad faith. The representation of the cartels in the film is thematic. Opera has psychological limitations. It seems I'm being attacked in the court of realism. Well, I've never claimed that I wanted to make a realistic work. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. It's fine because, you know, when they bust out in song and dance at very, very weird and random moments through the movie, I guess that makes sense. But what the fuck does it mean, haven't seen the film properly? I mean, I guess that means they just seen clips? I don't know. I watched it properly through the Netflix app. I thought that's how you're supposed to see this thing. And it still sucked. Anyway, so there you go. That's basically the update right there. Something tells me that this movie is not going to win any Oscars. And no Oscars. No Oscars. We haven't heard anything from Selena Gomez. Shocker. Shocker. Selena Gomez hasn't really said anything unless I have not seen anything. But I would not be surprised if Selena Gomez has just been like, oh, I'm done. You know? She's making crying videos, you know, as opposed to really helping people. She's just making things all about herself. So, I mean, somehow something's going to have to happen, right? Where Selena Gomez is going to have to do something. And then, of course, it's going to be something where she plays victim. I don't know. Probably. Tell that fiance of her to get out now. Anyways. All right. So there you go. That's just all that stuff. Selena needs to consider OnlyFans? Okay, Black Red, you're fucking... Ugh. Come on. You just want to see that. She's worth $1.3 billion. She ain't starting an OnlyFans. Oof. Someone has... Okay. All right. Who's going to the movies this weekend, huh? We got 2 movies coming out this weekend just in time. 2 Valentine's Day type of movies. And, yeah, we got Hard Eyes and Love Hurts. And both are very interesting movies. Short movies. And, hey, could be fun to go see them. First off, we got Hard Eyes. And we're going to go to the Devil Fruit site. And currently, right now, Heart Eyes. Jesus. Hard Eyes is at a 90% right now. So that's pretty good. Who would have thunk it? Hard Eyes is at a 90%. So let's see what some of these critics are saying. Hard Eyes fuses clever comedy and brutal gore to deliver the perfect Valentine's Day horror movie for a thrilling date night experience. It's got decent gags, middling scares, and rationale sloppier than 2 dogs sharing a strand of spaghetti. As a date night fare, it'll do. And then we got Peter right here. The filmmakers never quite managed to bring the two approaches together in a satisfying way and wind up wasting both the obvious chemistry between the two leads and a couple of satisfyingly grisly murders. Directing this lively date night slash 'em up, Josh Rubin wields the conventions of rom-coms and retro slashers like weapons, spilling blood and guts galore while also setting the mood for love. Blending a clever script infused with festive murder, Cupid arrows meant for temple kisses, and a machete that loves to kill you to pieces. And a sharp critique on romantic cliches. Hard Eyes is a breath of fresh air, albeit terrifying air. And then a bland stab in genre hybridization whose sole accomplishment is falling flat at everything it tries. Hard Eyes is raving good time. And then sadly, when it comes to Love Hurts, which I'm going to see tomorrow because that's the one I prefer because I like Ki-Hugh Kwan, it has no reviews. But yeah, this is the one I'm choosing to see tomorrow. Hard Eyes, whatever. I'm going to go see Ki-Hugh Kwan kick some ass again and hopefully enjoy myself. But yes, no reviews as of right now. That's what I'm talking about. So there you go. So look forward to my first reaction to that. I don't know what you guys are going to plan on seeing. You know? It's so funny, like Valentine's Day. Yeah, the Valentine's Day is, that's for Captain America. But they always like to release stuff before, like, the holiday. And then finally, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man episode 3. So a little bit of spoilers going to be happening when it comes to the previous episodes. So that's what I always, anytime I do a review, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to spoil at least a little bit of the last episode. But I won't spoil anything that happens in this episode. But like I said, I was actually surprising. It was surprising to me that I actually thought the first 2 episodes were good. Were good. The animation, not bothering me. I thought it might have. Not really bother me. Used to it now. I do like the concept. I do like what's going on here in the makeshift Peter suit. But again, spoilers from the end of the last episode. What I really loved was the fact that, okay, so if Norman Osborn is going to invite Peter to be part of this little team of young, brilliant minds, how does Norman Osborn gonna not know that Peter is Spider-Man? And sure enough, at the end of that second episode, he's like, hey, you're Spider-Man. I got you in 4K, literally, on one of my cameras right here. And it was like, good, thank you. So then we get a little bit into that in here, and we get kind of like a little team-up action going on. The beginnings of it in this episode. That's not really spoilery. Because, you know, obviously if you see that one, you go into this one. So, and yeah, so that's what I'm kind of... What they're establishing when it comes to what's happening, because obviously Norman's going to want to give him, hey, I can upgrade your shit. And I think that's what's going to end up happening. He's going to get like that white costume that we've seen in the promos and all that stuff. So it's going to be interesting. And then it's kind of interesting too, because I won't say what is right here, but Norman had a pretty clever way of kind of, you know, figuring out who Spider-Man is. But we all know that it's all going to go bad. Obviously, it's fucking Norman Osborn. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm digging it. I'm digging this series. I was wondering if it was going to be, but you know what? I'm actually digging it. So, there you go. There's my review of episode 3 right there. Time to get to the questions. See what you guys are saying over here on the tweets. Man, nothing crazy has happened out there, has it? Sorry, I'm just trying to refresh everything right now. Refresh, make sure everything's like in there. Hold on a sec. What am I doing here? Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to pull up the thread right now. Yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and go. All right, first off, we got Lane. Yo, Dave, I think Dune 2 deserves Best Picture. Easy. Yeah, I'm with you on that. People who missed out on watching it on the big screen have no idea what they passed on. Yeah, I saw it twice on 2 very big screens. The film clears the others in every aspect. Do you think the Academy has a problem with Danae? I think they do, and with sci-fi, I don't know. It's so weird. It's just like I think it's more of the genre. I mean, it just seems like the Academy is all about the drama. But there is drama within the movie, but they look at it like, oh yeah, this is based on sci-fi books and all this stuff. That's all ridiculous. We need to get Elon Musk to dismantle the Academy. Anyways, sorry. Eric, hey Dave, have you been seeing all the rumblings about Marvel bringing Jonathan Majors back? Odds it's for real and we'll be getting King Dynasty after all. We're definitely not getting a King Dynasty. Why would they revert back to that after they've already established Robert Downey Jr. as Doomsday? They're just not going to do that. I don't know. It just seems like now that we're not getting King Dynasty, it's like, why bring him back? But then again, they could probably maybe bring him back later after. I mean, maybe it could be a Secret Wars thing, because Secret Wars has to do with multiverse, so maybe there's that. Dylan G, as much as I'm excited for everything in July, I honestly think Superman should just move to Labor Day weekend in September. Would be great too, because it could dominate September at the box office, as this is the most important comic book film ever. Isn't Labor Day one of those like holiday weekends where they don't really release big movies? Or am I wrong on that? It seems like Memorial Day is one, but Labor Day, I don't know. The Stagehand, what do you think? Who do you think will win the top spot in July? Personally, I'm thinking Fantastic Four, but the other two are going to put up a hell of a fight. I don't know. Like, I would have to like I said, I would probably bet money on Jurassic World, just because general public probably would gravitate more to that. Devin Wooter, Dave, I think Superman is not in trouble. It was done filming before Fantastic Four Jurassic Park started filming. Yeah, it's just my opinion. No, they had plenty of time. What is your opinion of the Fantastic Four teaser? I like it, but that's one bad shot. It's Invisible Woman. Yeah, see, I don't know that, especially the way that they cut it in the trailer. It's a, hey, if we're gonna talk about that shot of Superman flying is a little wonky, this shot, these two cuts right here they're wonky. They're wonky to me. It's just, maybe if they weren't like spliced together, I would be okay. But the fact that they're spliced together like this, it doesn't look good. It looks weird. And Vanessa Kirby's gorgeous. We already established that. Darkness Under the Wind. Dave, do you think Fantastic Four will have their suits changed to a modern look to fit the MCU when they get sent or changed a little? Yeah, of course they will. Of course they'll change the suits. Jamon Watson, man, these fandoms on Twitter think that Superman and Fantastic Four can't coexist, and also dogpile on Superman just for new Fantastic Four trailer, all because of one person they are clinging on to their dear life, right? You know, it's either you're clinging on Gunn, or you just want Gunn to fail so badly. It's just all tribalism, that's all. Every directors have their unique style and vision in their own way, instead of Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder beginning the only directors out here. And FYI, filmmakers support each other and not just shitting on them. Fandoms are worse, and beginning part of it's embarrassing. Yeah, like I said, nowadays it's all worse. Rez97, Dave, I watched Knowing, a Nicolas Cage disaster movie. I actually enjoyed that movie. I have no idea he did a disaster movie. Have you seen it? Yeah. I actually thought it was pretty good. It was a decent disaster movie. Some scenes felt like they were from Final Destination, especially the plane crashing. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I actually liked Knowing. Morel. No, it's not in trouble. Yep, I agree. Mr. Nobody, I like Fantastic Four trailer, but I didn't love it. I applaud Marvel for trying something new, and I definitely like the cast, but I'm not loving that it's set in the 60s, and I gotta be honest, I had my heart set on John Krasinski. I mean, honestly, I would have preferred him as a Reed Richards more than Pedro. What the hell is this? What in the... Dylan G, what the hell is this?
Cowboy Carter.
What the? Some kind of crazy AI video. What is happening? What is happening? Am I high? What in the...
Wow, I really was not expecting this.
Oh, that's hilarious. Holy shit, that was insane. Yeah, because a lot of people were like losing their minds about that. I don't really care. I think the Grammys are a fucking freak show. I don't even care about it anymore. They don't even care about... The Grammys don't care about rock music at all. And that's the only music I listen to. They don't really care about it. Oh, that was that was insane. That was absolutely insane. Fucking crazy. Woo, Jesus Christ. Funny. I'll give it that. Funny at least. But there you go, guys. There's a way to end the show right there. There it is right there. All right, guys, that's it for today's show. Like I said, we'll be doing DC Fanimated at 8 o'clock, which is about 40 minutes, talking Batman Beyond Rebirth Part 2, so the second episode. So if you guys want to tune into that, by all means. But if not, look forward to my first reaction to Love Hurts that I'm going to be seeing tomorrow. So we'll be posting that tomorrow. And then, of course, we got the Vodka stream on Friday, so we'll get everybody's opinions, panel people's opinions on the new trailers. Not just Fantastic Four, not just Jurassic World. We had Final Destination. Hey, we got the Smurfs trailer. We got some other trailers that have come out, so it's going to be a trailer-heavy discussion. So, all right, guys, members, I'll see you guys in a little bit. If you want to be part of that, become a member by all means. Support the channel. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Everybody else, oops. I'll see you in a little bit. All right. I'll see you guys on Friday, I should say. Talk to you later.